Everybody talks about the benefits of being self-sufficient. You get freedom, independence, peace, but rarely does anyone talk about the cost. With my experience living abroad, I got to really experience peace for the first time in my life, and freedom and autonomy, and I really grew as a person. And also there was just like less drama, and I really just gained a lot of confidence in like your ability to handle life, which are all benefits of, being self-sufficient, right? What I didn't realize that it comes with a cost. For one, you end up handling everything yourself, like, your bills, your appointments, your decisions, problems, anything. And so you really just stop expecting help, which can be very useful, but after a while it becomes extremely exhausting, because you have no one to, carry the load with you. Also, loneliness is something that I experienced for the first time, and it feels very different. It's not loneliness in the sense of like, oh, nobody likes me, not in that sense, but more so of like I'm carrying my life by myself, and that's a different kind of loneliness. The responsibility of it is really a lot, because you really have to, that quote of no one's coming to save you really, really sinks into your mind. You really have to just kind of handle your shit, really. And there's no one that's going to be there in your corner, right? It's a cost. Another cost is your standards start to rise. Like, I realized by being self-sufficient, I really started to feel the energetic like exchange I have with people, and I've become really strict in the way that I interact with people. Like, I really try to make sure that I'm not overgiving or explaining myself, or really just doing the most. Like, like I just became very conscious of my energy and stuff, which I think is a beautiful thing to do, because I feel like a lot of people who walk around is because they're unconsciously just like giving energy to people all the time, of trying to like perform and trying to get people to like them and stuff. So, the pro is that you are, strict with your energy, and so you have more energy for yourself to pursue the things that you want to pursue, right? But the cost is that like you can't really tolerate people, because a lot of people are unconsciously draining people, and yeah, you just tend to not tolerate a lot of shit anymore, and you're gonna be quicker to cut certain people off, or just kind of like avoid certain people, which kind of ties back into that loneliness that I was talking about. It's like, oh God, there's no one. You find out that there's not a lot of people out here that are pouring into you. Another cost is asking for help becomes very weird. I mean, I've never really, like, I was kind of like raised to be very hyper independent. Like, I've always felt uncomfortable asking for help from people. But it's because, I don't know, I guess they don't do it to my standards. So I'm just like, damn it, let me just do it, But eventually you have to get to a point where it's, it's okay to lean on people, because there's some stuff that you can't handle alone. And, life is going to show you where your boundaries are if you are, constantly being like, oh, well, I'll handle it. I got it. I don't need help, And I feel like the last cost would be people misreading you. Because self-sufficiency, you may think in your head, in your reality, you're like, I'm self-sufficient, I'm doing this, I'm handling all my shit, I don't need anybody to help me and stuff. But you're not really recognizing that how people are interpreting you. Because self-sufficiency on the outside kind of looks like coldness, or like distance, or arrogance, or like, well, she doesn't need anybody, like, so we don't need to help her, we don't need to be nice to her, she's just leave her alone and stuff. When inside you're like, actually no, I still want connection, I still want relationships, I still want help, here and then. So you're just constantly being misread by people all the time, which can kind of add to a cost of like being self-sufficient. I what I think I'm learning now is that self-sufficiency is a tool for when times get tough, but it's not an identity, and it's definitely something that I carried as a part of my identity. Like, I'm independent and I don't need anybody, and eventually, like I said, like life is going to give you those boundaries where I got to a point where I was like, actually, no, I do need connection. I do need people. We're human, we're a social species. So you're gonna reach that point where there's gonna be things that you just can't handle by yourself. So my question to the people like me who are hyper independent or reach that state of self-sufficiency, have you become self-sufficient because you genuinely value independence, or has life taught you not to expect help? Thanks for watching.